Hi, this is Bill again. So we'll talk about date triggers. So depending on the use case, you could do multiple actions in running a date trigger. So on this use case, it's about notifications. You could create automatic tasks, validation of data. You can do more. Let's go to the example here. So let us delete this trigger, and I'll show you why. So let's say we go to the scheduled. For example, we choose daily and as an example, and you have the time when is it going to run. This is like every 9 a.m. in the morning. So what are you going to do? So now it's like if we delete this step of action and open the action, so you could see that inside is quite powerful. You could do so many things. On the core of ServiceNow, you can create a task, create a record. So you could create a log, look up for attachments, send an email. There's so many that you can basically do. And as I scroll down, it could be integrating to a Docker application, it could be integrating to a GRC application. So you can see now is like ServiceNow gives you the power to both run an integration, manage the application dependencies depending on what you're trying to implement and the expectations of the outcome of this flow coming from a specific schedule. So of course it can be a daily and it could be monthly, it could be repetitive and so on. So if you go like monthly, you will see what months. So let's say the second month. So what is the time? So the day of the month and the time. So monthly, then you could now utilize it depending on your scheduled time frame on the monthly expectations. Now, if you go to repeats, right? So how many times is going to repeat in the number of days? So every 2 days, and at this time of the hour, which is 9 a.m., for example, 9 a.m. So this can be a 24-hour clock as well. So let's say this is like 18. Then in every 2 days, repeat this and do this action. So you can be synchronizing tables or data. It becomes like now a scheduled job depending on what you would like to achieve. So you can also like run it once or run it weekly. Select the day of the week. So is it every Wednesday? So now it will make sense. You could create multiple flows in conjunction to each priority and a day. Now you are segregating the rules and actions depending on your purpose. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video.